Welcome to the Circle of Grace 1. I'm your host, Chief Principal Teacher and Founder Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. Circle of Grace 1 was founded on July 2nd, 1999 AD under the aegis and the anointing of the Angel of Grace through divine providence. It gave birth to its very own spiritual and metaphysical institute called the Circle of Divine Grace and Remembrance on February the 7th, 2009. And what I'm doing right now today is I want to offer a replacement segment. I just added something here. It was a color ray meditation using sky blue and a few other color vibrations to help bring greater relaxation into your life, into you. And what I would like to do right now is, this is a segment here that will represent live webcast number 182. So we're doing it in a pre-recorded format for my Circle Grace 1 channel. And you're going to see it in a few more minutes. We're going to put it up for you. Now, what I want to do for you is bring you into a state of greater awareness for yourself and the importance of working and using such as these particular techniques, whether it's meditation, whether it's using crystal vibrations, whether you're using sounds such as tuning forks, or you're using your mind. Some people see it as a mental exercise. I see it as a emotional, mental, physical, and spiritual exercise rolled into one. And so what I want to do is, I'm going to be away this week, so I'm putting this in place out there early right now, because I will not be here to broadcast or do a pre-recorded format of this on this Wednesday the 14th, and this is my birthday week, and my birthday falls on this Friday, so I want to get a chance to put this out now and a couple of shorter versions of things. But one of the things I want to do right now for you is, let's talk a little bit about the importance of numerical vibrations that we see around ourselves, and this how they correspond a little bit to color vibrations. And one of the things is to give you the whole vibration for this week. In fact, we're in 2012, which is a universal 5 year. It's good for communication, staying in touch with the youth around you in your community, actually feeling very youthful for yourself and having a lot more energy. So maybe you might want to be out jogging or running, walking, or going to an indoor pool or indoor track, somewhere to get some exercise in. But what it all entails is staying in touch with yourself. Now, even though right now they say Mercury's retrograded, but it gives you time to review some things that you're doing with yourself, be it your business, your health, your home life, family life, other personal issues. But it gives you an opportunity to review. So even things, let's say, in the universe appear to be slowing down, or kind of some ideas not getting across, or you feel like you got to wait for things, it doesn't mean it has to stop your flow or your progress. So I use retrogrades basically to take time to review things that I'm doing, take time to go over things in my mind, or go over my journal list, or anything projects that I'm working at. It gives you a bit more time to look at things. You don't want to necessarily let yourself rush about anything that you're doing. And with this 5 universal year, that also allows you to take a look at people, if you're born in the solar sign energy of Virgo or Gemini. It gives you an opportunity to work on your Virgo people to work on your health and nutritional side, but Gemini to work on a closer communication with not only with family and friends, but also people that you feel very close to. Maybe you've got a soul connection family there that you feel very close to. Or maybe you have a friend who feels more like a brother or sister to you. So you want to forge that contact, that connection. And you want to put yourself in a position where you're listening more to people and not just listening to wait to get a point across. Also, this month, universally, March, is an 8th universal month, and is an opportunity to connect with elders. It's also a fun time for people born under the sign of Capricorn, or Leo's born in the 8th month, and Virgo's born in the 8th month. So it's an opportunity to work on some things of the past, but mainly just getting things in order, putting everything in your life in order as much as you possibly can. And also, I feel that you want to reach out to other people, so you might want to get involved in collecting some things that are similar. Like, for instance, you might have a memorabilia collection, or you might be into collecting antiques, or maybe you've got some particular vases or artifacts, or you might have some little knickknacks that you like to put together. But this is a time to really like begin to plant a seed, an idea of something that you want to bring into fruition within the next couple of months in the spring. And this is an ideal time to really focus on that, especially if you're born on the sign of Capricorn. Now, also during this time period, it's a time of empowerment. All the months of the year are always a time of empowerment. But for Capricorn, it's a greater time for empowerment because you're building on a stronger foundation. You're not letting yourself get caught up in the past. And I've met some Capricorns who are in the past, but I know some who aren't, and they're doing great and they're moving right ahead. So that's great. Now, let's say you're not born on the sign of Capricorn, but you're born on a numerical number 8, 17, or 26 of any month. You would want to like move forward as much as you can. Those of you who are born on single digits, like the 8 vibration, which you want to just the 8 single number, be it January 8th, March 8th, February 8th, and so forth, what you're going to find is that you're always dealing with old data all the time, and you're trying to work with some long-standing issues, and so you're working hard to bring everything together. And what you want to do is make sure you maintain an open mind and an open heart toward your projects, toward different people, and also allow yourself to learn something new along the way. Now, since we've got it down to March being this 8 personal month, and this is the first full week here for this month, the very first full week. So what you might be looking at, and we've taken consideration, last week we only had the first 3 days logged in. So if we count that as being just a week in itself, even if it was a short week, then we saw that as being a 9 personal week, just trying to tidy up, getting some things closed. So now you jump in to this second week, which is now a full week, and this is the time to have more inventive ideas, more creative ideas as you flow. And now that you're moving in to this full second week, yesterday was Sunday, last week was having more creative and inventive ideas. Now this is the time to fulfill your visions and your dreams right during this week here. So even though we're experiencing a little retrograde, review all your projects and your ideas and make sure you're making the foundations very strong. If you've got some business or partner relationships, you're working on those so that they get stronger. And also, this is a time to definitely work with the energy of dreams and vision. So keep a journal, keep your ideas fresh. Also, what you want to do during this time too is don't harbor any secrets about anything. Sometimes people want to put, hold you responsible for holding on to their confidentiality of information that they got out there. You don't necessarily want to hold on to other people's stuff. You just want to work with the things that you have going on. So this is a good time to get clear in all of your relationships, but especially the spiritual relationship you have with your own I am presence, God, Christ self, Buddhic self, whatever you might call it for you that's comfortable for you. And then this way, when you move into next week, meaning from the 18th through, and then as well as the 25th through, then what you're doing is you're empowering yourself with more creative energy. And so really this entire month, even though it's overruled by 8 universal month, you're really working through all your things where you're dealing with partners and then creativity and then building foundations. That's what this whole month is about. So we don't have to break it up by the week. What you're going to do is specifically now is work on being in harmony with everything that's going on around yourself, and stick to some details. Pay attention to information, gather the right facts and figures, and just really work at putting a sense of order and balance in your life, and everything should go well. Well, now let's look at this. Here we have a 5 universal month, and you could go with the colors brown and tan, or you can go, which is like the Virgo vibration, or Gemini giving like that blue vibration that's in there, really nice. But what you can connect with is like the silver and the blue vibration. So when you got blue is like sky blue is communication, silver gives you eloquence, in your speech or in your writing skills. So you want to be, not a hardcore speaker and pushing your information out toward people. You want to do it in a beautiful, concise way, and you want to do it also with it's presenting harmony to everybody, and at the same time it can be very healing. So when people are listening to you, they get a sense that you are a person that is giving nourishment, and that your voice is nurturing, and that the wisdom that you give is important, and it can assist them, and it nurtures them and grows within their consciousness, or helps them move to a higher plateau. And then if you're vibrating off of this 8 personal month vibration, then you might be also want to work with very earth tone colors and bring them up, or pay attention to the earth, especially those of you that always like to garden and grow your flowers and your own vegetables and fruits and things. So you want to work on that. So you have all of these earth tone colors and blues and silvers to kind of bring a sense of balance into your life. And it's all about being very practical in your approach. So that's the information I wanted to lay out. And let this be decree, and it shall be. Live webcast number 182. And we just did it earlier. Instead of doing March the 14th, we did it today, March the 12th, 2012. I'm Bishop Francis E. Revels-Bey. If you'd like to be in touch with me, drop me a line. Email me at iam.circleofgrace with the number 1 at the end at yahoo.com, or bishopfrancis@circleofgrace1.net, or you can call my Skype internet number, which is 973-685-5978, and leave a message. Or you can call my special multi-purpose decree line. You can listen to wonderful decree. It takes about almost a minute and a half to 2 minutes to listen to it, but it could bless you, at 505-717-4722. Until next time, remember that divine grace is a blessing, as we're alive and well in the age of remembrance, and I will see you next week right here at Circle of Grace 1. Bye now.